Well, hello there, welcome to Pringle Racing, and we're in the Crew Motorfest because Ubisoft 2 days ago just released a clip for their new free add-on that's coming out in March called Track Forge. And this is a track editing tool for their open world Motorfest. And on the outset, it looked okay. So last year when they gave you a little hint that they were going to be releasing this, it looked reasonable, like a normal little track editing tool, but it's like you get with the Supercross days. I wasn't too bothered. I thought it was quite a nice little thing. And the Crew Motorfest really concentrate on cars. They do have a bike element, but it's nothing like the handling of MotoGP. It is an arcade racer, right? They don't deny the fact it's an arcade racer. It's fun. I enjoy it. But the one key thing I enjoy about Motorfest is that the guys that developed this, called Ivory Tower, they do try and mix it up and will support the game for about 3 or 4 years after its release. Crew 1 was supported, Crew 2 had a fantastic support, and we're seeing that in Motorfest. Motorfest is getting fantastic support. They're given a new island last year. This year they've got a new racing track feature, which I'll be looking at, another island coming through. But the key thing I'm looking at is this Track Forge, which allows you to create your own tool. And this is where I have high hopes for Ride 6. The game doesn't have to sit on what was released. It can change, it can evolve. Take No Man's Sky, for example. That game has changed itself into an absolutely masterpiece, but came out, it wasn't what you call well loved. So I have high hopes for Ride 6 because I love the bikes of Ride 6, and I think if they look at what they've done, they could do something similar to what Ubisoft has done. And don't get me wrong, Ubisoft are not getting the greatest of names at the moment. They've had a bit of a bad run these last few years. But this feature alone, and I'll go through it with you on their trailer, so we'll go through parts of their trailer, I think is a game changer. I really do. And I think if used correctly, oh man, this will be amazing. So let me just show you what they released. So within Motorfest, there's going to be a new area that you can drive to or ride to called Track Forge. And in here, you're going to be able to build your own type of racing circuit that goes out onto the sea. And it looks like a Scalextric set that built on pillars that you can build across. Now, at first glance, it looks like a fun tool for an arcade game. It's not anything serious at all, like a proper racer. You can create some nice fancy tracks, but it's nothing serious. Us bikers like proper tracks, proper bends. Okay, bear with me here though. Stay with me on this one, guys. So at first glance, you may look at this. Some of you might think, oh, this looks like fun. Some of you might detest it from the outset. Yeah, go, nope, this is definitely not for me. The track editor looks nice, by the way. The actual controls look easy to put things together, where it looks very simple, very intuitive. You grab a piece, pick your next item, drop it across. Looks really, really simple to use. Now, if we compare this to something like the Supercross series, which strangely enough has got worse and worse, which I don't get that. So let me just show you what the Supercross looks like at the moment. This is Supercross 25. This is the editor now. Now, I know we're limited to a stadium, but I even struggled trying to capture the clip. I didn't work out what the hell I was trying to do. It's a horrendous editing tool. Whereas at least the track editor for the new one does look better. This in Supercross is horrendous. And so there's steps in the right direction. So Milestone, take note. You can make track editors that are interesting to use. I know it's restricted to the stadium, but this thing, it took me ages to work it out. And I just wanted to show the comparison between the two, between that and what Ubisoft doing, which is this. And you're picking your pieces up. You can take track, you can twist them, you can rotate them, you can make more things out of it, which started making it interesting. I'm going, okay, you've got my attention. Okay, you can create nice little tracks, which is fun. And like I say, a true biker or true racer is going to go, not for me. But this is when it completely changed, okay? So these are little components that you can add. And it said you could do your fancy ones or you could do your authentic racing. And I didn't understand what it meant by authentic racing. Then it showed you this clip. And I went, hold on, isn't that Monaco? Isn't that the rigid Monaco? Are they going to release proper tracks, Monaco tracks, or all tracks around the world? And just to prove the point, by the way, this is just in F1. That is the same part of the circuit. It is the Monaco track. So I went, okay, cool. So they're going to do a track editor and you can then be able to race tracks around the world. No, that is not the case. That there is a component. That there, by the way, if you look at this track, isn't that the Monza track? So they've taken real life segments from a racing game Okay, and what you'll do here, now this is the bit, watch this, this is absolutely flipping genius, right? So you want to put a bit on the track, we want to put a little section on the end here. What it does then is it opens up the tool, and it will then say, right, what element do you want? So you look at it, super modules. These are set track pieces of actual famous tracks. And so you can put 2 Monaco slopes together. So let's just look at that again. I'm just going to slow that down. These little modules are preset of certain racetracks. Now scrap all the rest of the stuff. Now you have my attention. So you can take famous landmark tracks. So let's take the Nürburgring. Take elements of that and construct your own racetrack. So we've got a nice chicane bed here, a little element here that you pull across in. You've got a little bend section here. You've got like a curve. Now I'm interested. That there, I'm sure, is Monza's end straight. And you can create your little components and you can add them together to create your own racetrack. Now just think if you could do that with Ride 6. Then create the whole track itself and do that with your bike game. That, Milestone, pay attention, because I think that is going to be flipping amazing. Now I'm going to be showing this and going through this track editor and test it with the bikes when it comes out in March, so stay tuned. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that would be amazing in Ride? Because I think it would be flipping amazing. Let me know in the comments below. Speak to you all soon. Cheers guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.